Bro, I'm gonna need your help getting this splitter down because I literally almost died the other day, dude. This thing is literally so heavy, dude. The best part about this splitter, dude, is how easy it is. You're gonna tell these guys how much you beat me by last night? You're just trying to butter me up because I'm your boss. It's pallet number 6. This table is solid. This one has a spring on it. I absolutely hate the heat. That's why I like Massachusetts. What do you think, dude? Step it up? Like a couple block step up? Good morning, everyone. Today's Tuesday, May 21st, 2024. Saw us finish up this French drain. I don't know when the battery died, but it's all covered now with loom. This area right here, we're gonna have to rake through a little bit more to get that stone out, but there's a good 2-3 inches of room for good topsoil. This area is nice and raked out. It's all set. Ben did a nice job with this. So I will be putting a cap on that so critters can't get in there. This area looks good. Other than putting a cap on it, that's all set. Hey, nice job over here, dude. Glad that's done. Now we can start working our way out. Bro, I'm gonna need your help getting this splitter down because I literally almost died the other day, dude. Almost lost my intestines trying to put this thing on the pallet, dude.
Where do you want it dropped?
Probably over here. This thing is literally so heavy, dude. It's so heavy, bro.
Oh. I'm gonna bring it towards you. Yeah, it is.
Doesn't look it. It's like, yeah, I can handle that.
It is heavy.
That's what I told the guard.
The guard.
The guard. That's what I told Edgardo, dude. Like, I think I got it because it's like, just pick it up.
It's just a hunk of metal.
So heavy, dude. So there it is, guys. I spent the money. $1,850, Ben. How we doing?
Well worth it.
Yeah, we're gonna get a lot of use out of it. The best part about this splitter, dude, is how easy it is to adjust. Some of the manual splitters like this have 2 hand cranks because you have to do them simultaneously. But this one just is 1. It goes higher or lower. So you can do, I don't know, man. You might be able to fit an 8-inch block in there, but I don't know if you'd actually be able to split it. 6-inch, like this Sema, no problem. Cap. Cakewalk. If your saw breaks down on a job, you cut pavers. Cut curved pavers.
What's nice about the 1 crank too is you don't have to worry about being level.
Exactly,
You
dude.
don't have to sit there and fight with it and be like, oh no.
Yep.
Too much pressure on this side, too much pressure, get a bad snap.
You remember those couple we used at Mike's, right? So you gotta really make sure it's dialed in good. And the top splitter here moves a little bit so it like grabs it perfectly, you know?
Yep, hits it flush.
So that's that. A nice handle with it. Oh, look at that, dude. It's got a little arrow. Put it in and turn it so it locks. Bang. I mean, I didn't enjoy spending the almost $2,000, but I'm glad we got one, dude.
Yeah, that's gonna make the money.
With how many walls we got set up, dude, it's gonna freaking pay for itself real quick. So I will be definitely showing you guys how that works as the day goes on. So, first place I'm gonna start is over here. That is to our sitting wall height, and it's basically gonna go right over to that solid block. So I gotta make a corner for here, and then just keep making corners to finish this end off. And when we get over here, I'm just gonna make a corner that goes against that, and then that's gonna be the end of that wall. And then I gotta figure out how I'm gonna tier this up. This definitely needs another block high for the majority of this. I'm not sure if I'm gonna take this step up and make it all one height. The only issue that will come then is that I have to make it double-sided for, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 feet on each side because of the way the grade slopes, which isn't a huge deal, but I'll have to do some cutting and customizing, which I think I'm probably gonna end up doing. So the sitting wall is the 4-block, 3-block exposed with the majority of the first one buried. And then the step up is gonna be 3 blocks high. I don't think we're gonna need 4, but we might in some of the areas. I'm gonna have to see how it looks when we get that all laid out. But so I can take that 3-block step up and go straight up with it on both sides where it's kind of uniform, and just bring it all the way up and connect it all together, which I think is what I'm gonna do. But like I said, I want to get that corner done over there first, and then I'm gonna work my way this way. You gonna tell these guys how much you beat me by last night?
Can't remember.
I was 12.
12, I was 7, I think.
12 over, dude.
Hey, for not playing for so long, that's not too bad.
Say 2 one more time, okay? You're just trying to butter me up because I'm your boss. Butter up the boss. You know you smoked me, you can say it. It's just unbelievable how bad I played. Can't even put a drainage pipe. So the first one I'm gonna split. I want it to be 8 inches past this. I want it to be almost double-sided so it sits right up against this. This is pallet number 6. Like I explained, I think it might have been the first video, which if you didn't see it, you can check out the playlist, link in the description. But this summer block, they give you 2 solids per tier of block for this very reason, so you can make and customize your own corner pieces with a block splitter. Like I said over there, I want this side to be able to sit up flush with the block next to it, so I need to take 8 inches from this measurement here. But so 8 inches is gonna be right there. There's a nice little bevel that you can line your square up with. Yeah, I like that. That's really, really nice. They have splitters that are a little bit of a different style, and what you do is you pump it with your foot, and it's like a bottle jack, and it pushes up and it cracks it like that. This is just the manual, all by hand, depending on your preferences, I guess. Some people like one of the other better, but I personally like this one. There's more mechanical things that can go wrong with the foot pump one, where if it does, you can't even use it until you fix something. This right here, there's really not many mechanisms that can break on it, or things that can go wrong with it, really. So this particular model here, this table is solid. This one has a spring on it for the piece that's gonna break to fall off easier. So we wanna line up the piece we're trying to save on the solid side. Looks like I did pretty good on the adjusting. So that right there is too much. I gotta lower it a little bit, or else I don't have enough leverage to break it. That's probably gonna be decent. If you start it too high, it's gonna be an issue, and if you bring it too low, it's gonna be an issue. So let's give that a shot. It's right on our line. Oh yeah. Benny. Worked, man.
Yeah. Was it easy to snap?
Very easy, dude.
Nice.
Very easy. There it is. That came out excellent. That is a huge help. The place where I get these blocks will typically split split some for me if I need them to, but you can't always get the exact right measurement, which is what can be a pain. And then if it's messed up and you're on the job, there's really not much you can do about it. Hey, you think that's paint on this hammer handle?
Oh yeah.
I can't believe I did that, bro. It's like a group of birds just coming by trying to hit the same spot, dude. Although, felt like it was hammering down pretty easy, so I'd say you throw a little bit more stone under it so you can actually set it right without worrying about it sinking down the road. There it is. All set. So now what I'm going to do is take a solid block and split it perfectly in half, and then at that point one side of that half is going to be 8 inches, the other is going to be smaller, and the 8-inch side is going to go back here and it'll end like right there, and the smaller one's going to end like right here, so that we can break up this joint line, and in between that will be a cut. Let me get all that stuff out of your way before your next one. Split it right down the middle. There we go. Nice. Very, very nice. So I'm gonna want this side, because again, I want the 8-inch in the back. And even with a splitter, sometimes you'll get things like this. So you gotta just clean up the edge a little bit with a chisel. Pretty good. So we're gonna line this right up where we want it, and now we're gonna make a cut for in between that. So we're looking at 10.5. It's probably gonna be the same, a little less than 10.5. That's the way the blocks line up. Use this one. It's broken on this side. Looks good. Planning on working a late day today. Try to get a good 10-11 hours in on the job. And that is mainly because truck's going into the shop again tomorrow. Gonna be close to $5,000 I've spent on repairs and maintenance on this truck this year so far. Just all comes at once. Typically how it goes. But now I got a pretty bad squeaking coming from the front end. Either the control arms or the tie rod, ball joints, one of those things. And Ford's just so nice to not give you any grease fittings on their factory parts. Gotta order aftermarket parts to get a grease fitting. That's awesome. Dude, it's hot. I hate the heat. Absolutely hate the heat. That's why I like Massachusetts. Not a ton of heat. Summers is still hot, obviously, but nothing like what some of you guys deal with. I wouldn't want to. I don't ever want to leave Massachusetts. Or if I did, I'd be going to Maine or New Hampshire. And where else though? Not interested in the south. You guys can have everything that you have. All set with it. Bang, bang. It's tight enough. That looks good. Alright, those two are good to get glued, but I'm gonna get the next ones ready first. So what I want to do is make another piece like I did on the bottom to go on top of that, and then again there'll be a cut in between. This one will be used at some point. Wow. Very happy with this thing. Very, very happy. Hey, how much do you weigh?
145.
All right, get a 145-pound man.
One arm.
One arm? I don't know. Bang! Nice dude, huh?
It's got got some bounce to it.
It does, bro. Love it.
A lot of room.
I love it. Thing's working out mint, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That handle's long though. That's the big part. It's good leverage.
Yeah, very good leverage.
That thing's like 7 feet up in the air, bro. Almi.nl.
Is that what was that what they are? This says almi.
Yeah, almi.nl.
Mm.
I don't know what that stands for. Have to do some research on the company. Should have reached out before I bought one and seen if they could send me one if I put it in a video.
Yep.
Ha. All right, so I think that's the best bet. Ending it right at that post there. And it's gonna come straight up, 3 rows. I think, I'm still not sure. I really don't wanna have to do a bunch of cuts on the backside just to make it double-sided. What do you think, dude? Step it up? Like a couple block step up? Cause this is probably good height right here too. It's just right over to here.
Yesterday while you were gone, I did ask if you were putting another block on that.
Yeah, definitely. But I don't know if I want to send this row and the next row all the way, or if I want to do like, you know, like if I were to do it like this, right? Put a corner piece there, step it up, and then a couple more blocks, step it up, because of the way the grade goes on both sides.
Oh, you're talking about just step it up double?
Yeah, like a couple tiers, or do I go, if I'm doing 3 block, do I go all 3 block and then from each side to each side, you know? I think aesthetically it looked good either way. I just don't know which I would prefer.
It might look skinny up top at the highest. It might look too like a short run, you know what I mean?
Probably be like 12-15 feet of it, because this one I'd end up going, I still have to go another 2 blocks probably. Tier, because that's at the height of the ground right there too. And then another one. I might end up doing that. Kind of gives it more character, and it's going to go with the grade, you know? I was really back and forth on those 2 ideas, but I think doing the tiered step-ups was the best way to go. It ended up coming out pretty good. You can let me know what you think in the comments. Also, let me know what you think about that block splitter. I spent $1,800 on it plus tax, so it was like 18 something. And, you know, I'm going to have that thing for a long time now. And I had a lot of projects last year that I needed it. So it ended up being well worth the money, in my opinion. The wall is done, guys, other than cap. I think the step-ups were a good idea. Have a ton of extra seating now too around the pool. What do you think, Benny?
It's a wall.
It's a wow. That block splitter came in very handy. It was nice to have, and I'm super pumped that I own it now. This sitting wall is longer than this one, but these step-ups match perfectly with each other. Sonotubes are a good height. We got to cut that one down a little bit, and we got to cut those ones down a little bit. But they're all going to be at least 16 to 18 inches. Those four are going to be full 2 feet. This concrete is at a weird radius, and I didn't want to follow that. I wanted to make our own curve. And it worked out good. Ben got started on this little wall that we're building over here. We got to build that up a little higher, and then we're going to connect that drainage down over to here and put a T-fitting, and then we'll be able to backfill that as well. This wall is going to come out to where we put the edge of the flower bed, and it's probably going to go that way just a little bit because of how far off this grade is here. While I'm capping tomorrow, Ben's going to be finishing that up. Want to say goodbye to these guys, dude?
Bye, guys.
Anyway, you guys know the deal. Till the next one. God bless. Peace.